Hey folks, happy Friday to you. Boy, that has a good ring, doesn't it? It is Friday, the end of a week. We continue our pastor's devotional using our FUMC CV prayer calendar. We're praying for all kinds of different mission projects right now that are supported by United Methodist Women or the General Board of Global Ministries. Today is sort of a sad one. So Friday, May 14th. What we're praying for is an organization called My Heart's Appeal for the Intellectually Disabled in Liberia. And if you look up this organization, what you'll discover is that they're doing work with teens and adults who are intellectually disabled in this part of the world. And it's such important work because in this part of the world, there's still a huge stigma against folks who are intellectually challenged. They believe that the mother did something wrong in carrying the child, and so both the mother and the child can sort of be outcast from the community if a mother gives birth to a intellectually disabled or challenged child. They still have sort of beliefs that like the devil has entered into that child in some way, and so we should be afraid of that child and segregate that child from the rest of culture because that devil might still be in them. There's a belief that these folks have nothing to give to us, and so they really tend to be segregated and outcast. And so this community or this organization is raising some funds, build a campus, have a place where these folks who are intellectually challenged can do some job training and do some life skills so that they can, in their way, learn those skills so that they can be contributors to society and just important work to do, and heartbreaking that children are ostracized and cast out who are born with these kinds of intellectual challenges. It made me think of a passage in the Gospel of John. So turn over into the Gospel of John, chapter 9. And because in a lot of ways, the same sort of thing is happening in the Gospel of John, right, 2,000 years ago, that's happening in modern day Liberia with these kids. So John chapter 9, verse 1. As Jesus walked along, he saw a man blind from birth. His disciples asked him, "Rabbi, who sinned, this man or his parents, that he was born blind?" Now let me just explain that. What's happening here. They believed in those days, what they believed is that sort of the Old Testament definition of God was just, J-U-S-T, just, so justice. If you were good and you followed all of God's commands, then God rewarded you and you had long life and healthy life and good in business and your crops grew well. And if you sinned, that God punished you. And it wasn't God being mean or being nice. It was God just being just. You do good, you get good. You do bad, you get bad. And so if you saw someone who was blind, what you would ask is, was it this person? And it even went so deep that they believed that a child could be punished, that the sins of the father or mother or grandparents could be visited upon the child. And so they believe that this man is blind because he sinned or someone else sinned. Jesus answered, so just to finish that thought, sorry. In the New Testament, we have a definition of God as grace, right? So Old Testament, just. New Testament, grace. Old Testament, you get what you deserve. You do good, you get good. You do bad, you get bad. In the New Testament, you get what you don't deserve. You get grace. How many times is Jesus healing people or in ministry to people or forgiving people, right? So it wasn't people have made a mistake and so we need to punish them. It was people have made a mistake. It has drawn them away from God. We need to give them grace to draw them back to God. So a whole different understanding of God, not a different God, a different understanding of God that Jesus ushers into through the New Testament. So continuing verse 3, Jesus answered, "Neither this man nor his parents sinned. He was born blind so that God's works might be revealed in him. We must work the works of him who sent me while it is day. Night is coming when no one can work. As long as I am in the world, I am the light of the world. So Jesus is saying this man has been born blind, not because he has sinned or not sinned, but I'm about to do something in his life to give him sight. And so though we don't always understand why things happen, we do believe that good can come out of them. And the good that's going to come out of this blind man is that Jesus is going to cure him so people can come to believe who Jesus is. When he had said this, he spat on the ground and made mud with the saliva and spread the mud on the man's eyes, saying to him, "Go wash in the pool of Siloam." Then he went and washed and came back able to see. And it goes on there, but I'll stop there just for the sake of time. So I invite you to consider today those people who are in difficult, painful circumstances. Many of them end up in that place through no fault of their own. Are we going to be a world that welcomes those people into full participation in life? Or are we going to be a world that casts them out because they are different? It's clear which world Jesus is asking us to step into. God bless. Have a great day.